I found this 800-year-old book that talks about a secret medieval prison hidden somewhere on this remote mountain range. But to this day, nobody knows exactly where it is. So, using Google Earth, I searched the area and discovered 3 remote structures that look like they could be the lost prison. The plan was to go on a hiking adventure to try reach these remote sites in person and find out if any of them actually were the forgotten medieval prison. But this turned out to be a wild adventure that really pushed me to my limits. There is a reason why this prison has stayed hidden for so long, and I was about to find this out the hard way. Good morning, Spain. Today I'm going on a hiking adventure to try find a forgotten secret medieval prison hidden somewhere in the mountains this way. What on earth is my job? It is the most random but awesome thing. Instead of off to the office, I'm like off to find a medieval prison. I want to quickly show you why I love hiking in Spain so much. Gorgeous view. Oh, gorgeous. On the other side of the trail, gorgeous view. Look at this. Literally only started the hike. So according to this book, the prison was built into a cave with a watchtower nearby. But beyond that, it is a total mystery. We don't even know when it was built or who constructed it. All we know is that in 1276, a rebel was imprisoned here. So I was hoping that if I could find it, I'd be able to uncover more of the mystery that surrounds the history of it. Okay, guys, we are coming up to the first potential location for this prison. And boy, does it look promising. This looks so cool. This massive mound of rock, and on top of it, you can see what looks like a stone tower. Oh, I tell you what, to reach this first spot, I've had to hike up a whole mountain. The mountains are meant to be over there. So I'm currently above the rock face where that structure is, on another cliff above it. So I'm just hiking around the top, see if I can find a way to climb down. The trail just wounds around. We need to actually go this way. But I'm worried that this is going to be a steep drop off. Let's get to the edge and see though. See if we can climb down. We are jumping right into the hardcore hiking. Whoa, what's this? Okay, this was not part of the plan, but very cool. Oh my word, just a total rusted wreck of a car. Hope that's not the last person who tried to get into the prison. Very old, obviously. But yeah, you got the steering wheel still in there. Oh. Let's see if we can find a way down to it. There it is. Look at that. We're definitely getting closer to it now. Let's see if we can actually make it onto it. I just have to be so careful because I'm on the rocky ridgeline of a cliff. There's a big drop off between me and the rock face right now. What I'm hoping is I can find a smoothed out part of it that's easy to climb down. I think I can see a smooth point here. Let's see. There does look to be little caves here. My only worry is how on earth am I going to get up it on the other side? That is future Josh to worry about. For now, let's just get down to it. Now this looks promising. Sort of. Oh, not really. I'll stick to the high ground for now. Okay. I think we might have found something. Okay, yeah. I think we can come down this way. Whoa, big branch. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave my bag here, see if I can climb down. I'm not gonna be able to film it, I'll need both hands. It's a balance between it being difficult and dangerous. Difficult is okay, dangerous is a no-go. You always gotta check in with yourself, make sure that what you're doing is difficult, not dangerous. I think I can see a way I can climb down. It should take us down there. All right, guys, I've been trying to climb down. It's as much as I've done so far. I do not think I'm going to be able to go down to this structure, unfortunately. I'm going to have to climb back up, I think. That is a bit of a shame. It's just too steep. Okay, I'm back up. I really have spent the last hour just trying to find different ways to climb down. And it always is fine at parts, and then it just hits a really steep drop off. So unfortunately, I couldn't get a closer look at the first structure, but it is the least likely to be the prison, as it sits outside the mountain range mentioned in the book as the prison's location. My goal now would be to hike into that very area and explore the second structure on my list. But I had no idea just how hard things were about to get, because this next section of hiking was going to push me to my breaking point. If you wanted to know just how hot it is right now, I am currently hiking through the base of a riverbed. What I am on right now, I'm guessing in winter when there's rain and not all dry and hot, is usually a flowing river. But not today because Spain is so dang hot. These videos are basically documentations of just how sweaty I can get. Sorry about that. This hike so far has just been stunning view, walk, 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 stunning view, walk, 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 stunning view. It's a really nice pattern to have. All right, we are getting a good view of the mountain we're going to be summiting for the first time. Oh, it looks a little bit intimidating. I don't know how well the camera does justice to it, but it's a pretty towering mountain, to be honest. And we've already done quite an ascent, so we got a lot more. You hear that, legs? Don't give up on me now. But things were about to get a whole lot tougher for my poor legs. Because as I followed the trail towards the mountain, it soon took a detour into the remains of a forest that had clearly been the victim of a large fire. And this created a major issue for my hike. You can see the darkened bark on these trees. I'm in a forest that was the victim of a fire for sure. Look at that. All the trees here are blackened and charred. Wow, it's kind of eerie. So, ran into a bit of a problem. I am meant to be following a trail. As you can see, point out the trail to me. I think because of the forest fire, the trail is buried under fallen trees. I don't know if I'm on it or not now. I could really easily get lost out here now. I cannot afford any time backtracking, genuinely. Hope that this reconnects. Oh, I gotta say, this boy up here, this big old sun, it was meant to be cloudy today, and the weather forecast betrayed me. It's so sunny. It's a very exposed hike. We're well above the 30s. I gotta be honest, I think the entire way up this mountain is going to be rugged and extra brutal. All right, here we go. We're gonna be summiting that bad boy. I tell you what, from here it looks super steep, and also I don't see a trail up. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Look at that valley. Woo! Stunning. Yeah, we're heading somewhere up here, winding our way up. We got our first evidence of man-made stuff on the mountain. This looks like tiered farming layers. It's been all flattened out here and then stones to create the next layer, and you'll be able to farm on it even on really steep mountain sides. Having like a farm like this in such a remote area would only make sense if there was something in that remote area that you wanted to give supplies to, like food. My guess is we're going to come across some really cool medieval structures. Woo! Steep! That's as good as commentary I can give you right now. Steep. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, this is the big push up the mountain for sure. Oh, I'm glad you can't smell videos on YouTube because I am sweating so much I must stink. This is really brutal. It's just so hot, so exposed, and so steep. I brought lots of water, and even so, flying through it with this heat. I've ran a marathon before. Today feels harder than running that marathon. My calves are on fire. Oh. We are almost there. Come on. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. Oh, oh, my body did not like this ascent at all. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, metal pole of glory and wonder. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. This metal pole means we've hit the summit. Glory be, glory be. Ah ha ha. I've never been so glad to see a metal pole in my life. Oh, wonderful, okay. And I can see structure number 2 just down there. Whoop whoop! I really hope that is the prison. We're gonna go hike down and see. If it is, we've done all the hard ascents for today. If it's not, then we got a few more to do. So I'm just walking on the rim above the structure, just looking for a way I can climb down. I have come down into a beautiful little valley. Oh my goodness, it's so vibrant compared to the other side I climbed up. It's the opposite side of the mountain. Obviously this bit's a bit that gets hit with all the rain. It's so lush, really beautiful. See, it's all built around this rock. There's one on the summit there, something on the right and on the left. Insane looking thing. I'm just making my way towards the structure now. It looks massive. And it's hard to see where it starts and the rock ends. It has definitely been built in mind to kind of be camouflaged with the rock around it. All right, we are almost at the structure now. Let's get into the rocks here and see if we can find the prison, or at least learn what this structure is if it isn't that. All right, we're climbing up the structure now. Very weird. Just reached the structure. My guess is that it is crumbling, and so the government is actually trying to keep it restored and bringing workers up here. But that's a crazy thing, because here's me complaining about that hike. All I have is a backpack on. Meanwhile, workers might be hiking up here with all their tools and equipment. I'm just being a big baby. Wow, and look at the ruins. From starting up there, going all along to down there. That is insane. This is starting to look more and more like a castle, not a jail with the stone walls, but maybe it's just a really big jail. We gotta see if there's any cave-like structure though. That is the only clue we got. Oh wow, this gives a good scale of the ruins below me. Look at this. This is looking like a little compartment, but not quite a cave. Let's continue further up. Oh, let's try to get to the summit of this structure. Oh man, insane. We're on the other side of the rock. You can just see how remote this is. On one side, you just got sheer mountain, and on the other side, yeah, just a massive valley below. Bit of a thin walkway here, jeepers, oh. All right, I have reached the summit of this structure. I can see no caves around at all. I think this is one of the most remote castles I've ever explored. I mean, I can't imagine building this around 1,800 years ago, where it would have had to all be done via manpower. It is absolutely insane.
And with some later research, I was able to uncover that this is indeed a castle. Built around 1,000 years ago, it acted as a fortified home for powerful Muslim leaders during the time of Islamic rule in Spain. And 800 years ago, it was one of the last holdouts against the Christian forces that then retook Spain, with rebellions launched from these very walls until 1258, when the castle was captured.
Let's head back up, continue along the mountain, and hopefully reach the third structure, and really fingers crossed that that structure is going to be the prison. Oh, what do we have here? What have I just found? Oh, there's also a mountain spring here. Look at this. Oh, let me feel that. Oh, that's cold. I know what I'm going to do. Okay. All right, so I have just soaked my shirt and put it back on, and it's like, oh, cold hug. It's glorious. I am so hot today, and I actually have to be careful of heat stroke, so, I'm gonna fill up my water bottle too with some cold water. This is such a treat. Oh, thank you, nature. Oh, that's ice cold. Oh, I'm feeling recharged and ready to hike. Let's do this thing.
It was now time to hike to the third and final structure, and it was the last chance of discovering this secret prison. But before I could even reach it, I would first have a long, brutal hike, crossing the exposed ridge of this mountain range.
I cannot explain to you how isolated I am now. We've hiked hours and hours to reach this isolated mountain range, and now I'm hiking hours and hours deeper into it. And if you did want to have a top secret prison and keep really high value prisoners there, this would be the place to do it, because who's gonna come all the way out here?
After hours of hiking in the hot sun, I was exhausted, and with the constant ups and downs of this trail, I was wondering if I could actually reach it.
Oh, I'm at my physical limit. Jeepers, oh man. Don't think I could do another steep ascent like that. Not in this heat.
But then, just as I felt like giving up, I spotted something in the distance.
So that point right there, that is where we gotta go. I gotta say, I can't see a man-made structure on that peak yet, but I
can see what I think is a cave. I'm not too sure though, we gotta get closer. This is maybe one of the hardest adventures I've done on the channel, but it is extremely stunning. I mean, full 360. Beautiful views. And then on the other side, incredible views. That helps for sure. And excitingly, I can see a man-made structure on the surface, but I can also see a man-made structure built into the rock itself, looking like it is actually covering up a cave entrance. So this is looking very, very promising from a distance. Oh, I really think we might have found it there. Just that one. That entrance looks like it's been covered up with brick. It looks like a man-made structure within the cave itself. Let's get to the summit of this mountain and see if I can find a way into that cave. So I'm just by the structure I could see on Google Earth. And here is the cave we need to try and find a way into. And from here you can almost see that is bricks piled up. That is not naturally done. We'll go explore the structure beside it because it must be related. And hopefully we can find an entrance leading into that cave somewhere around it. Big, big brick walls. Question is, what is this structure? Is there any way inside? Oh, yes there is. Here we go. Man, what an interesting structure. Very odd. Oh, okay. That is an entrance into the cave. That structure that we saw over there, this building that I'm in now, obviously housed the entrance inside, which confirms for us that this must be the prison. This must have been a guard post. I have never seen anything like this before. Look at this. I mean, it's exactly how it's described in the historical documents. We have found it. Whew, let's go inside and explore. Wow. You got a little structure here too. Maybe this is where the bed was? This was really built to be hidden. Here you can actually see a carved actual place here. Maybe they would have put candles to light at night. I mean, it is definitely man-made, this part of the cave. How crazy to be standing in a secret medieval prison. It's over 800 years old, at least. Oh my goodness, this is what a prisoner would have had the view of. Wow, so this is pretty surreal. So you see in this corner here, it's like filled with black soot going all the way up on the walls. This means that there would have been a fire here a lot. I mean, maybe it's recent fires, but it would have had to been a lot of them because this is a huge amount of soot really caked into the walls. So maybe this is from all the way back then, and this would have been used to heat the room, keep light. But goodness me, it would have been very basic conditions, wouldn't it? So the crazy thing about this prison is it's a bit of a mystery when it was made or who made it. There are some documentations that suggest that it was around 800 years ago, but it could have been built originally a lot older and not been known about until then. And again, it's not known who built it, but it is likely that it was used for people who were prisoners of war. The stories that, if these walls could talk, would say are probably absolutely fascinating and terrible at the same time. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been an insane adventure getting here. I am beyond wrecked, but I'm also just beyond thrilled to have actually found the prison. I mean, oh, crazy. It's been a wild journey to get here. I really hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next adventure. Let me know what adventure you'd like me to do next in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. All the best, guys.